What is the best way to get vitamin C and zinc from whole food sources?
So I love this question because it's absolutely true that right now vitamin C and zinc are fairly hard to get. I actually went on Amazon and ordered a bottle so that we would have some on hand because I checked and we just had half a bottle left. So some vitamin C. Well, the good news is there's a lot of keto-friendly foods that are high in vitamin C. So we've got broccoli, cauliflower, kale, peppers, so red, green, yellow peppers, and strawberries, which you can have in moderation on a keto diet. And going into summer, they'll become in season. And tomatoes. Of course, tomatoes in moderation on a keto diet because they're technically a fruit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they do contain some more sugar. And then as far as zinc, meat is actually quite high in zinc. And then seeds, nuts, dairy, and eggs are all great sources of zinc.
Now, if you really want to level up your keto diet, you need to be eating liver. Beef liver, right? Offal, it's, basically all of the organ meats. Like if you can stand beef heart, beef tongue, chicken livers, beef liver, oxtail, whatever it is, like especially beef liver, gram for gram is one of the most nutrient-packed foods that you can eat.
Yeah.
Gram for gram. It just destroys a lot of the vegetables.
So some of the ways we sneak liver into our diet is we cook it and then we chop it really fine and we'll sneak it into like a keto chili. We'll maybe change 20% of the meat out when we're making ground hamburger. So we do things in a way that you can even puree it, like in your food processor. You can chop it up and then make a paste out of it. And then mix it in with your ground beef. And like a 20% ratio is pretty good, but even if you're doing 10%, that can be beneficial. So maybe right now you bought like a lot of ground beef and you could buy a pound of, like say you bought 5 pounds of ground beef and you bought a pound of liver. So you could cook all of that and kind of disperse the liver through it and then refreeze your cooked hamburger.
Yeah. So we have an oxtail in the fridge that we will probably break out and try and cook down into some kind of we were going to use it because it has a lot of collagen in it, right? So
we were going to experiment with it because we have it. Yeah.
Yeah, so we might try the oxtail.
We'll let you know how that goes. Has anybody cooked oxtail in a way that they loved it?
I just, like in my head, it's like this fuzzy tail still.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not.
At my cousin's restaurant, I had beef cheek, and it was amazing. So I'm up for trying new things. I just might have to pick his brain about how to cook it.
Yeah. So yeah, like liver, foods that a lot of people do kind of turn their nose up at are really the powerhouses of the meat aisle, right?
Yeah, and I would imagine you can find things like liver, oxtail, beef heart. These things are not generally popular foods.
And people have a lot of concerns like, well, the liver is the detoxifier for the body, so isn't there a lot of potential to have a lot of toxins in the liver? Not really. Like the body, it is a detoxifier, but it's not a storage location per se. Where we really store a lot of our toxins is in our fat cells.
Yeah.
Because it's just kind of like this warehouse for whatever the body can't get rid of.
That's why when you lose weight very rapidly, some people will end up with that rash, and they call it keto rash. But sometimes it's really just all the toxins coming out. And it's a rash because the body just can't clear them fast enough.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so important to support detoxification functions right now, because stress and anxiety can kind of suppress our immune system. So anything we can do, more movement, more walking, getting grounded, getting out, touching the earth, breathing, yoga, just anything to calm your body and to take moments.